you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way, and it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you.
Hi guys, and Happy New Year! I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So this is the first ever video from me in 2020, and yeah, this is so exciting. We're starting a new year, a new decade, and I just feel so blessed to be here. So yes, this is my first speed build, and of course, I am building a Christmas mansion. And this Christmas mansion is actually a little bit special. This is one of my New Year's resolutions. So for 2020, I really wanted to finish off 5 projects that I've started and never finished. And this Christmas mansion that I'm building right here in Willow Creek on the 50 by 50 size lot, by the way, if you are wondering where this is built, I actually started building this Christmas mansion on the December 17 in 2018. So this is one of my unfinished projects that I never actually finished because I started this before Christmas last year, and then come around January, I still hadn't finished this mansion. So I needed to put it on a back burner and keep it for this year. And I actually almost didn't finish this because just because I didn't have any recording area for me to record this video. The kids are home, it's vacation time, so I couldn't really record this in the living room. So now I'm actually recording this while they are asleep very early in the morning, hoping that they don't wake up from my voice. This was a little bit of a struggle, but it's here, it's finally done. I put this on the gallery yesterday, so you can already play around with it, and I'm loving this mansion. This is perfect for when you are celebrating Christmas with your Sims, and it's also perfect if you're not celebrating Christmas because you can just take down all of the Christmas decorations, and then it's a normal functioning mansion for your Sim to live in. So it's really nice, and I also made sure that all of the landscaping looks on point even when there is no snow around the mansion, because when you have all the snow, you don't see your terrain paint, and I hate a non-terrain painted yard. It just looks weird and stupid. So I do switch over to springtime or summertime in a few moments so that I could actually see the yard, and then you guys can see the yard as well. And it looks gorgeous in summertime. I love this mansion even when it's not wintertime. But what I also really do like is the very large Christmas tree that I'm gonna add in a little bit later on at the front. I always wanted a Christmas tree in my front yard when Christmas rolls around. I never ever had the chance, but with the new home that I'm living in right now, we actually have an electricity output at the front. So I am definitely gonna add in a Christmas tree like this one right here at the front of my house. It just looks so festive. And that was really a nice spot right there in the corner. I didn't have anything really to place there. Maybe when you remove the Christmas tree, when you're playing with the house, you can add in like a swing set in that little nook, because I think that would be really cute as well for your Sims to play, because there isn't really a backyard with a play area for kids. I didn't really do a outdoor play area because we are building this in winter time, and I don't know, it did make sense, but I just didn't want to do it. So no, there are no play areas here in this home, but a really nice large back deck area with a swimming pool, as you can see. Also added in another Christmas tree out there, a little bit smaller, and there's actually enough place on the deck for a swing set as well. So if you want play areas, you can definitely recreate them for this mansion. So here you see me fill in all of the the landscaping areas with terrain paint. It looks so much better than all the greens that you're seeing. Also adding in the pavement for all of the pathways and the driveway, very important. And I love that the driveway is sloping up to the house. And then I also love this little pathway that I created, and then I separated with a bit more landscaping. I love that this house is on a diagonal. It was a little bit how do you say it? It was a bit hard building this on a diagonal because diagonals are very tricky and they come with their own set of kind of building rules. Sometimes things don't really line up when you're walling things off and such. So it was a little bit of a struggle, but I just love a house on a diagonal. It looks so good. It makes the house look so much more, it gives it more dimension, and I like it. So yeah, this house is built on a dimension. Do we lose a lot of backyard space because of it? I think we do, but it just looks so much more impressive. So here I'm landscaping the sides, adding in the bushes. You can really see where I started building in 2019 in December this year. That's this part right here, because I immediately start off with using the Sulani bushes. I love the bushes that came with Island Living. These ones, like rose bushes or whatever those are, hedges. I love those, and I do use them in every build. I am aware of them, but they are amazing and they fit in every build, in a modern and a traditional, you name it, you can use them. So I used them here as well. So working a little bit more on the backyard area, I added in glass roofing. There's glass roofing in a lot of places. There's one at the front, the back, and the side of the house for that really gorgeous natural light just flowing in. I love that. But of course, when it's snowing, you don't really see the glass roofs, but now you can see all of the little details that I do add in. And those are actually really nice when winter is gone and it's summer and you can enjoy the outside light. So this is definitely not only a Christmas mansion, this is a mansion for the entire year, but I did set it up as Christmas because it's just really nice to decorate a house with Christmas items. So what am I doing here? I'm adding in some more decorational windows at the front and at the back. Just some nice large windows for some more natural light flowing into the living room and into the kitchen areas, because I knew the living room was gonna come, almost there where we have that back porch area, and there are no windows because when you create your entryway, you cut up almost all of the windows there. So yeah, we needed a big large window there for that natural light flowing in there. And also added in some ivy and such on that area right there. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. And then here we're doing the backyard or the large deck area. So there's a large deck for entertaining, of course. I love entertaining with my Sims. So weird. Love entertaining in the Sims. I don't like to entertain in real life. Typical me. But yeah, the deck is so large and nice for having barbecues. There will be a bar, of course, so you can have just a bar party, a pool party. Oh my gosh, a pool party would be amazing on this deck. So yeah, so here filling in all of the wallpapers. I'm going with very earthy wood tones, some bricks and such, really fit it in with the style. And then here we switched back to winter time so that you can have the full effect of winter, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I love when the rooftops are covered in snow. It looks really nice. Yeah, it's just a really good looking mansion. I love it. And I love the large decks at the side. The only down point from the decks that I created here is I think I should have probably made them a bit bigger, like 2 or 3 tiles bigger, and the deck would have been a bit more perfect. Now I really needed to cram in all of my items, so the fireplace, the seating areas, upstairs in the main bedroom, so the master, there's actually a hot tub as well, which looks gorgeous, but it's a bit cramped in there, you know what I mean. So could have probably made it a bit bigger, but I didn't want to enlarge it now that I had all of the landscaping in place. That it was just a large hassle, but a little side note for the next deck that I'm doing, and I do want to add in a hot tub. It should be at least 5 to 6 tiles width. Definitely. So let me take a sip of my tea. Yes, I'm drinking tea, another New Year's resolution. Drink more tea, a little less coffee. Because I am a coffee addict and I drink a whole lot of coffee. And coffee actually doesn't give me any extra energy anymore. It actually makes me tired. So I get my first boost of energy when I drink my coffee, but then like after an hour or so, I really get a little dip and I'm really tired. So I'm trying to stay away from too much coffee. I'm drinking decaffeinated tea. Don't know how I feel about it at this point. I mean, it tastes okay. It's tea. It's fine. I'm not really a big tea fan. But it will do for now. Let's see if I can keep that resolution, up. So yeah. Anyways, for my Sims resolutions, like I said, I really want to finish 5 unfinished projects that I started in 2018 or either 2019. There are actually a lot of projects I never started. There's this gorgeous Maishuno penthouse that I started, and I only have like an outer shell. I never furnished it, so that is one on my lists that I want to complete. There is my Let's Build Willow Creek save file that's still not finished, and I really want to just crack on that and have that finished this year as well. So that is project number 3. This was project number 1, of course. And then I still need to find 2 more projects. So I do have my Solani mansion that I'm also working on, which still isn't finished. So maybe that is project number 4. And then I need to dig through all my projects for project number 5. But I'm positive that I can find one, because if you look in my folder, I have a folder of unfinished builds, and there are like probably 10 or 15 builds never finished, and a lot of them I will never finish because they were just hideous, but a lot of the other ones are just large mansions that I didn't feel like furnishing. That is usually my downfall. I love doing the exteriors. I love doing the landscaping and such. But when I'm done with that and I have all these massive rooms to furnish, I really feel demotivated and I stop. I stop my build and I don't continue. And yeah, I should probably don't do that, or maybe even just upload them as empty shells. Maybe some people would like to see that as well. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions about empty shells. Should I upload a few just as empty lots for you guys to fill in yourself? Because I do think a lot of people just download my houses and then rearrange everything. Because my color palette can be pretty bland, especially for living and dining and kitchen areas. I tend to go even with browns and beiges or black, whites and grays. No really a lot of pop of color, or if I do a pop of color, I really keep it in the 1 and 2 types of color and don't really mix it further, because that's just how I really like to see my houses, colorless. And usually I add my color through bedrooms, and then only kids' bedrooms. Usually masters are very bland as well, just how I like them. So I do feel that a lot of people that play this are probably a bit more younger and a bit more bolder with color. So yeah, let me know. Do you download my houses and change it completely? I mean, I don't mind if you do. I find it really interesting. Or do you keep it as if, and are you like me, loving it bland? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, the living room is really spacious. I love the entryway though. The entryway is my favorite part of the house. It has this really weird shape. It's large. There's a Christmas tree there in the little corner, and I don't know, it feels like a very luxurious entryway, and then you walk into this living room space, and this is really the entertaining area for when you have guests over. And then the back room is more the room for the family because the television is there. It feels more cozy, although there is a bar, right in the middle of the living room. So I don't know, but yeah. Let me take another sip of my tea because I actually don't like cold tea. Yeah, much as my coffee, I don't like it cold. And unless it's like Starbucks iced coffee, then yes, I do like it when it's intentional. When it's not intentional, it's just awful. Yeah, the taste is really awful. So what am I doing here? Oh, I'm changing the wallpaper. I didn't really like that the trim was a bit too low, so I do change the wallpaper to this base game one. The trim is a little bit higher, and also the color of the wood is a bit more deeper. I really liked that. And then here working on the kitchen. So kitchens are another thing that are really annoying to place when you're working with a diagonal. So your kitchen cabinets don't snap automatically together. You need to place them and shuffle them together. And that's why I just cut out that entire footage of me shoveling around kitchen cabinets to make it fit this wall. But I could make it fit. It's all functional, and I really like the layout of this kitchen. It's really basic, just an L shape and an island. But that is how I like my kitchens: L shapes and islands. Usually a U shape and an island is even better. I mean, that feels like the top of luxury to me. If you have an entire wraparound kitchen area and then a really massive island in the middle, preferably in real life, I would love like a large massive island and then with a curve, a tiny curve where the seating areas are. And then I would prefer to have like 5 to 6 seating areas on my island, and then probably either my stove or my sinks in the island as well. So either when I'm doing dishes, I can interact, or when I'm cooking, I interact. I would rather cook and interact than do dishes on my island because I actually don't wash my dishes very often. I have a dishwasher in my house and we use it like all the time. I don't really wash my dishes by hand, and if I do need to wash dishes by hand, it's like one time and I would never use that dish anymore because I know it cannot go into my dishwasher. I just really hate washing dishes. It says one of the things I hate: washing dishes and doing laundry. Oh my gosh, I hate laundry so much. Oh my gosh, I didn't change that wallpaper right there. So I don't know if that wallpaper stays that way or do I change it to fit the entire house. Oh, I changed back the wallpaper. Oh well. Yeah, apparently the wallpaper in the living room I changed back to the lower border, and then the high border wallpaper I use here in the den or in the, in the extra living room area with the bar and the large Christmas tree. I love the Christmas trees everywhere, by the way. I love that entire nook is just for the Christmas tree. And then when you don't have the Christmas tree anymore, just add in a piano there. So, when you take down all of the trees, you're gonna have this really large place with nothing. Just add a gorgeous white winged piano and your Sims have a nice entertaining space when people come over, or just an area for your kids to practice playing the piano, because I do love having my Sims or even one of my Sims be very musical, play the piano and such. So you can definitely have a piano and have one of the kids play with it. So here is the garage. I added in a garage and it's gonna be a functional garage. So I do add in like a woodworking table. There is a how you call that thing again? A bicycle. I add in a bicycle for you to use, but I also divide the room a little bit. So the back area of the garage, I convert into a fitness area. And I don't think I recorded it, or, I did record it. You will see it at the very end of the video. But yeah, there will be a fitness area, a really small one, but just large enough for your sim to work on their fitness skill and you don't need to go to the gym, because I don't really like going to the gym in the Sims game. It's really boring, competitive, just always the same thing. And I can do that on my lot as well. Meeting people is not really a thing that I do with my sim in the gym. Usually when I want to meet, new sims in my neighborhood, I either throw a party, although you need to, of course, know your sims, but usually I meet my neighbors when there is this, how you call it again? The thing when they come over in the beginning with the awful fruitcake. The welcome wagon. The welcome wagon comes, and then, you meet your neighbors, and then later I usually do like a dinner party or something like that. Or I go to a club. I do like going to bars and clubs with my sims. I love dancing with them. That is something that I really do like to do in the game, but going to the fitness, I hate. Maybe because I hate going to the fitness in real life as well. Oh my God. I hate going to our basic fit here where I live, but it's just something that I need to do. And also one of my New Year's resolutions, amp up going to the gym instead of once a week to 2, maybe 3 times a week, because I already did go to the gym, but it was only on a Sunday because that was the only day that I could actually commit myself to actually go there, because that is my day off and, I don't need to do anything else than sleep, eat. So I always go to the gym on Sunday, but now for my New Year's resolution, I need to add 1 or 2 days. So hopefully I will keep that resolution, because that's actually a good one, working out more, because I actually gained 10 kilos in the last year. In 2019, I gained 10 kilos just from starting working at IKEA and not working out as much as I used to do, because I worked out a lot when I didn't work at IKEA, when I worked my job in the grocery store. I had a lot of free time in the evenings and I worked out a lot with my colleagues. But now that I have my new job, new colleagues that don't really like working out a lot, and then, I work a lot of late nights, there isn't that much time for me to work out. So I gained a lot of kilos, and it shows because I cannot fit in anything anymore. I actually bought an entirely new wardrobe just a few weeks ago because I couldn't close any of my jeans. I just couldn't, and I kept trying and I kept wearing clothes that didn't fit me, and it really feels awful. Just, walking around in clothes that are too tight. You feel fat the entire day, and I'm not fat. Yes, I gained 10 kilos, but I'm still not fat. I don't think of myself as a fat person. I mean, I'm not. Yes, I gained a few, but that's okay. Everyone gains. You just need to be healthy. And the way that I gained my weight, it wasn't healthy. I mean, there were just too many kilos in a very short time, and it's not healthy. And I really gained them on junk food because I've only been eating like Swedish meatballs every day. It's awful. And then with French fries, it's just not healthy. So I need to be healthier in 2020. And also, one of my resolutions, stop eating at work, which is gonna be so hard because I actually really like all of the Swedish dishes. So if I'm not eating meatballs, I'm eating like salmon. And you're thinking, oh, salmon, that's like really healthy. Not the way that IKEA does it, because there's like this thick, rich sauce that comes with the salmon, and that's not healthy. It's actually really fattening. And then usually I eat like mashed potatoes with that, and that's also not healthy. Not the way they do it. There's a lot of cream in there and such. So yeah, I just need to stay off the canteen food, bring my own food, and I will be good to go for this year. So no drastic health changes, just eat a bit more healthier, no canteen junk foods from IKEA anymore from me, and just work out a little bit more. So I think these resolutions are definitely manageable for me. And those are like all my resolutions for this year. My husband's resolution actually was to work in the garden more. Really excited about his resolution because we had a tiny little garden in our old house and it looked like hobos were living there. We never maintained our garden. The weeds were like higher than I was. So I'm really excited about that one because I actually hate working in the garden. My husband hates working in the garden, but I love that he took the task for him so that I didn't need to. So yay. Very happy about that. Anyways, we're almost at the end of the video. Here we're furnishing the fifth bedroom, and that is actually the office. So you can definitely make this into a bedroom if you need the space. But if you want a bit more sleeping areas, I actually also convert the attic into a bedroom, but you don't see that on camera because I forgot to record that footage. But upstairs, where the rooftop area is, there's actually a fully functioning room that you can use. There's a bed there, there's a painting easel there, there's even a guitar for your sim to work on their musical skills. So that's another bedroom. So this house actually has 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a gym, a swimming pool, an extra lounge room for your sims to watch television with a bar and such. So this is a full-on mansion, everything you need. There's even a hot tub on the patio deck if you want to jump in there with your sim. The only thing that I don't have is a sauna or a spa area. That's the only thing that's actually missing in this mansion, and I do feel that a mansion usually does need their own spa area, but other than that, I am happy with this. So here we are jumping into the screenshots. In the screenshots, you will see the upstairs bedroom that I did. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm hoping that you all really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed just finishing this mansion. It really gave me a very fulfilled feeling that I finally finished something that I started off a long time ago. So yeah, that made me very, very happy. So yeah, that's basically it, you all. I'm hoping that you are having an awesome day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, if this is the first video that you're seeing from me. And that's basically it, you all. I love you all, and hopefully I will see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.